You know, everybody is so, I'm hearing this theme going through, that everybody's so happy that it came in on time and under budget, this building. Now, as coaches, we're all visionaries, and we got great ideas. So it's probably a good thing I wasn't here, because this thing would have came in way late and way over budget. So everybody is probably happy about that. But if it wasn't for President Gouge and his vision, and Jay Jacobs, our athletic director, and the board of trustees, not only would this building not be here, I probably wouldn't be here either. It's a wonderful building, and we're so blessed to be able every day, Nell and I, to come to work in this building. It makes you excited. It motivates you every day to give everything you got to make everybody proud. But I'm going to tell you a story about President Gouge and that story that he told, because he was right. He told me that story about traveling in March, and it's what I told him. But I'm going to remind him, because coaches, we're like elephants. We remember everything. There's a couple other things that we talked about that day. He said, he reminded me that he was a former basketball player here and that he was a great free throw shooter. And he said, Coach, can you teach free throws? We've been horrible at free throws lately. I said, I was a great free throw shooter, 90% free throw shooter. And I said, really? I said, well, then I'm going to put you in charge of free throws. So then, if it's not going too well, then we can have everybody come to you and complain about our free throw shooting. The second one we talked about was, he said, Coach, we've got a great building for you. Hopefully you love it, but I'll tell you this, I'm hoping you get it going so good here one day that everybody will be coming back to me and saying, we built that thing too small, let's give that to somebody else, we've got to build you another one. So I'm going to just keep reminding him when we get this thing going. I see with John Mengel here today and John Blackwell, I also see Pat Burke in the back, and I'll tell you, former player Pat Burke, and Jay mentioned some of the injuries we've had, and it's unfortunate, but it's part of sports. It's part of athletics. I'm going to be coming to you guys to see if you got any eligibility left. Any eligibility. It might be a half-court game for you guys, not a full-court game anymore, but I can still use you one way or another. Give you an idea about this building and what to expect. And I can't wait to get going tonight with the activities tonight. It's going to be unbelievable to see all the butts in the seat. And that's what Nell and I are going to need on a game-to-game basis, whether it's the biggest SEC game or whether it's a non-conference game that people don't think is necessarily important. We need you there every game. But Jay mentioned the freshman convocation we had that first week of school. And there was, to give you an idea, there were 5,000 freshmen and new students in this building. Half full now, half full. And Nell and I spoke. We got those students riled up. We got them charged up. We got them chanting and screaming and yelling. You couldn't hear yourself think. If you were in that building that day, you couldn't hear yourself think. It was so loud. I can only imagine tonight when this is full and there's 9,500 seats in the butts in the seats. Can you imagine that when we've got the Kentuckys and the Georgias and the Tennessees, that energy that our teams are going to feed off as we roll through the conference this year. But again, I want to say thank you all for coming. I enjoy ribbon cutting ceremonies. I love them. But I'll tell you this, the next time I want scissors in my hand, it's when I'm cutting down nets and we're winning championships. Thank you for coming.